Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron.
Surprise! We're back with The Bear Season 3.
Yes.
I know that The Bear Season 2 literally just finished this morning for us, but you know that we're back here, and you know that we also have the next 4 reactions available right now over at blindwave.com on Blindwave Beyond. So you can go check those out, but we're very excited to be as live as possible as we can be with you guys with shows that drop so many episodes all at once, but
yeah,
excited. Last time,
do we open the restaurant? Right?
Yeah, we had a few nights of like test nights going through running the system.
Yeah, but we had the family night or whatever.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
Locked in the freezer.
Mom showed up and then didn't go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we locked in the freezer.
Broke up with.
Oh man, yeah.
Girlfriend through the door because he was yelling at Richie.
Richie, who stepped up.
Yep.
You know, oh, good stuff.
Yep, and that one guy was like doing crack in the back alley.
Yeah, he's fired.
Dude, I don't know. I think I gotta fire you or something.
Really, man? Are you serious?
But yeah, the bear is open. We are here for business. And honestly, it's before lunch for us right now.
Damn it.
So we've made what they tend to call a mistake.
They fishing? They crabbing?
Sitting on the dock. What are we doing?
Establishing shots, man.
I know where we are. We're in
Where?
Where are we at, Aaron?
Where are we at?
city.
Which city?
Which city?
The one with trains. Chicago.
Chicago.
The ones with trains above the ground.
Is he still trapped in his metaphorical icebox, you think?
The bear. Oh, part 3.
Cool.
There's a Karate Kid.
This is the Terry Silver season?
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get that bad.
Bad.
Oh, Calvin. Oh.
Wait, is that why Rick likes it? It's terrible.
Can't see, you can't fight.
It's hard to explain.
Well, they explained it pretty well in Cobra Kai. I did a lot of coke back then.
Fucking closers didn't clean up last night.
They also had to cut the door off the freezer.
Isn't that always the thing? Like, this is how much work the closers have to do. This is how much work the cleaners or the openers have to do, and they complain about everything.
Hey, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
What are they picking off?
The flowers.
Boat. And the invisible cat.
A lot of the plants.
What a shot.
Oh, that was after
The
Seven
mom
Fishes.
crashed the car into the house, huh? Yeah.
Beautiful depth of field shot.
Oh. She was there, huh?
Neighbor. Right? Layered scallops.
This like ethereal track just under everything. It's really interesting.
Oh, it's so good.
Someone's stealing his shoes.
Oh, you fucking smell like a goddamn donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Chef.
What the fuck is this shit? Anybody got any more sauce we can add to this?
We already have a dish with dill in it.
You knew that, right?
Yes, chef.
Never repeat ingredients. Move on.
Never repeat ingredients.
And the time, exactly how new it is, how fresh.
We used to just date ours. You know, because we're gonna do pizza within time.
Non-negotiable.
I have string for when I make turkey.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I do this and I tie it up and I
Linen
stuff
string?
stuff inside, and that way you can still bake it, cook
Yeah.
it, and then you just cut the string off. Hey,
Yep.
Faster and cleaner, Chef.
Chef.
faster and cleaner. All right,
Yeah.
so just do everything better.
Wow. Less little chunks of shit, right? Faster and cleaner. He's twice as fast as them.
Jeez, man.
3 times faster.
This is me putting pizza boxes together. That was quick. What's he doing?
Looking at dishes.
Yeah.
Oh, these dishes that have gone missing.
No, I think they're like every dish that has
Have you seen this dish?
come out of the kitchen.
Those are the ones they put on milk cartons.
Trying to figure out which one to put on Instagram.
Bees.
Dude, that's cool. If that was like behind the restaurant and it's just like, here's the garden, here's where we get our eggs, here's the honey.
Farm to
Some
table.
European restaurants do that because they just need the freshest possible ingredients.
There's a lot of farm to table restaurants. Yeah, they did live in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember working pizza and smelling. Jesus, Winger.
That was funny. I don't know why. Fuck you.
Alright. If I paid who knows how much and that's all I got, I would be mad. Just saying.
But if it's the best thing you've ever tasted,
I don't know if it's worth it. I want to also fill my tummy.
oh yeah, that's why you have like 8 of those.
Oh, I only saw 1.
Well,
And I'm not paying for 8. I'm paying 2.8 to eat all the food.
I'm so sorry.
We made it.
No, you made it.
You should go.
You think she wants to hear from you right now?
it's better than not hearing from you.
It's not what I was talking about.
Richie?
The man you yelled at.
I know you didn't mean it. And,
I think Richie meant it.
yeah, I think we just, I'm sorry. And I love you. And I'm sorry. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. And I love you. And I'm sorry. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
I forgot. All the missed calls. I want to know what happened. Now.
Not. I thought it was non-negotiable.
Oh, that was non-negotiable.
I thought it was now at first too, but
I couldn't make out the second word though. I'm like, now what? But negotiable, non-negotiable makes sense. He's cutting it down. Is he subtracting?
I think he's just preparing.
I just saw him crossing out like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might be just crossing out the things he's finished.
I think he uses the kitchen knife to cut those.
That's when he's doing like a whole board of it,
Yeah.
doing dates.
5 more seconds on these, Chef.
Chef.
You good?
Yes, chef.
You got this?
Yes, chef.
You sure?
5 more seconds.
Need me to finish it for you?
No, no, chef.
5 more seconds on these, always, Chef.
Thank you, chef.
Did it move? I didn't even notice the move.
Yeah, it moved.
You're so particular.
It moved like 2 degrees. Like it literally moved like that far. Did you see it move?
No.
It moved. Yeah, saw it move.
Losing my eyesight.
What is that? A Snickers?
No, it's a cut of fillet or something.
Keep the spoon, chef.
It's like blackened.
Oh, it's like keeping the game ball, right?
Is it?
You did well.
Did she mean take it home?
Did you ever go to the pizza place and they're like, keep the cutter? You're like,
I was good at cutting. Sometimes you're too fast and cheese goes up your arm. Oh,
I was the best. We had Little Caesars for the ovens. And things come out of that so fast sometimes. And I was cutting, folding, taking them out. The one time, fucking thin, burned my hand.
I know tonight was really a lot. I just hope you know that we're all here for you.
Marcus.
Whatever you need, and take all the time you need. You don't even need to respond to this at all. So sorry, Marcus.
Dang, man. I haven't written anything down. I don't even know what to write down.
Sam and Dean's hands look like, because they're always cutting in the same spot when they need to give blood.
Probably easier to hold the ketchup packet.
Touch more. Good.
How is this both very stressful and peaceful at the same time?
It's so peaceful for me.
Yeah?
How about you?
Are you stressed?
Well,
It's because he wants the food.
It's,
I get
well,
it.
there is that, but there's also this, I don't know, I feel like there's this underlying element that, like, Carmy runs from everything as long as he's doing this.
I think his cooking is the escape from everything else.
Which can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing.
Sure.
Sure.
Those things are so fucking cool.
I don't even know what
It was peeling a carrot like a piece of paper.
it was. Makes sense. That's what it looked like.
Eh?
That looked like what they do at the butcher shop, where they just, and it's just the meat just.
Yeah. But it's one continuous sheet.
So we need salt and pepper.
So thin. Was that a coconut? Oh no, okay. I thought it was inside a coconut.
That would be crazy. That would be a huge coconut. That's cool.
Nah, he's here trying to find the dishes. I'm gonna look over and nod at someone. Is that who it was to?
Check that out.
What the hell is that?
Absolutely no fucking idea.
He's so supportive.
Let's go, come on. Open the fucking door.
I want you to have this.
Hey, I'm not
Please
gonna,
fucking take it.
I'm not gonna
Please.
fucking take your money, Nat. No.
Yo, call me back. Where the fuck are you?
Okay, let's lose the blood orange and the zucchini and add fennel.
Hung up on his sister.
Oh man.
What?
I don't think I can do this by myself anymore.
Tell us a story we've all heard a million times already. Tell a story about how you're living with your mom. This is my father's house.
Was that the last time he saw them?
Yeah. Hey.
Angel.
Yeah.
He never came back for the funeral.
did, but he couldn't. Put it in his pocket anyway.
She gave him a hug and shoved it in his pocket.
She won. You had to accept it.
Yep. Do one with his sauce.
His name was a white color.
It's a phenol allergy. It's a blood orange. Yes, chef. Thank you.
A phenol allergy.
Fennel was the thing that he was told to put in, right?
Well, the phenol was that white sauce that he swapped out. He said no more blood orange and no more whatever. Make it my dish.
Popiette of hamachi with blood orange. Enjoy.
Oh, what?
Is that 3 a.m.?
Probably not the afternoons.
It's either 3 a.m. or 9 p.m. Right? 9:30 p.m.
And then nothing? Man, that was just so just kind of like slow, calm, except for like
cerebral.
It's like the road so far.
Yeah,
just going back
sure.
through everything.
But it also like cuts into like
A little bit
like
of stuff we haven't
the
seen.
background music is just kind of calm and chill and stuff. But then like you'd have those moments of like cutting to the Thanksgiving dinner,
Just
and it's like
explosive,
you know,
yeah.
and it's just a lot more like crazy and
Chaotic.
explosive and chaotic and.
I'm just. What do you think this? What do you think the script of this episode looks like? Do you think it's as scripted, or like that? Just feels like so many. It feels like it was created in the edit so beautifully to me.
I mean,
you know, like you had all
these.
these different scenes and shots and time periods and characters, but they all just flowed as if they're all happening at once in a way. You know,
Well, I think if you shoot an episode like this, you have to know what you're doing before you do it.
Sure, no, I get you.
This was
it's fascinating to think about.
so good.
Sure, but I'm sure there's some element of like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do this. You're gonna make these dishes.
Yeah.
And like, I want to know if they have to like the actors must train some of it or something, right? To be able to, because like,
I would say so.
I mean, I'm sure some hands
Yeah.
aren't theirs, but like, there's lots of times it's them doing the actions.
I mean, the one thing I know,
No.
I know the guy that plays Fack had the most training of the crew of the cast or something like that. Someone had said that at some point.
Most what do you mean? Like
he had actually
the most
worked
training,
at,
or he
like,
had
worked at an actual restaurant or had the most experience cooking before the show.
this. Oh, okay.
He doesn't even cook.
So he's had the least training for this show then.
I suppose.
He's at least required the
Yeah.
least. No, I remember in interviews and stuff like that, I think the actress that plays Tina was making fun of or teasing Carmy's actor because he was slow, like chopping vegetables. It's like he was so slow. He just needed to go faster for the cut, and he just kept going slow. Something like that. So yeah.
No, I mean, it's kind of the fascinating part. Like, they legitimately look like they're just, all right, we're going to cook 15 things today, and that's the shoot. Get the shots you need as I'm doing it. Go. That's kind of what it feels like. And there's something I really respect about that. I just wonder, like, how they go about beginning of an episode like this. Like, it feels like you're just putting a lot of thoughts and feelings down on the page and then working your way backwards, you know?
I mean, it's not like you can do it with like synthetic materials. It would literally just be easier to make the food.
I wonder if some of the extras that, you know, like people we don't know are like not actors. If some of them are just
I'm
chefs,
sure they are.
You know?
They're just prepping ingredients.
Because that'd be
for the
one of
next
the ways,
shot
like, hey,
or
we're looking
something.
for chefs that know how to do different things.
Yeah.
And rather than getting actors and trying to teach them to chef, getting chefs, just have them. You don't really need them to act. You just need them to chef, you know?
Yeah, that's...
It's like what Michael Bay should have done.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see all of his mentors at the same time as well. Like, know,
Well, yeah.
Sure.
like
It's almost
they're
like
very contrasting styles they have.
Yeah.
You can't learn all you need to know from one person. You know, you gotta learn it from different people, and those different people affect you different ways.
Yeah. And I like at the same time, like it's showing like Jeff Winger, the jackass chef. Like it's also showing what's her name?
Olivia Colman.
Yeah, Olivia Colman. But showing her like more gentle, calm style.
Yeah.
But it's also showing his mom and his brother.
Sure.
You know, because he learned from them as well.
He still got pressure from Olivia. It was just not like
it's a
she didn't
pressure.
walk by behind him and go "fuck you."
Yeah.
You know, like
she didn't berate and like put him down.
Sure, but there's still like the faster chef.
Yeah.
You need me to finish this?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 more seconds. Always 5 more seconds.
Yeah.
This was wrong. By that much.
Yeah.
So much you can't notice I turned it. You know, like.
It just felt like the one chef, like he was really learning from in terms of like little tiny lessons that you can keep with you. With her, it seemed like he was refining the stuff that he already has, but there's a lot of ego in Chef Winger that he deals with. That does come out in Carmy sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like all of that was being fueled to scrutinize his menu, is what it seemed like. He cooked every dish he was going to serve and was just sitting there just like judging it, you know?
Yeah. Maybe he was thinking about everything. I mean, he was thinking about all his past and stuff,
but
right?
Is he doing that with his life, you know? His choices, the people that he's lost and found.
Well, yeah. And I feel like that's part of what he was making that list about.
Yeah.
It's like both his professional and his personal relationships.
Yeah.
And his relationship to the restaurant and to food and
the act of cooking, like him, you know, looking this close to the table doing something, like he's like the eye of a hurricane, like all this other stuff is swirling around him, but here I'm just this, and that's where he's comfortable.
Well, there he has control.
That's where he has control, and that's where he can express himself in a way that he can't, like, I think it's like the hardest thing he can do is expressing himself.
Sure.
But he does it through food.
Yeah, I mean, even his drawing, like, an artist can express themselves with their art, but he is,
just the
his
sheer,
art is food still.
Like she said, like, it's sheer creativity. Yeah. And so many of he and his family have a hard time communicating with each other, like what they really feel, until it explodes out. And Carmy has that, but I really enjoyed the being there for the apology.
Yeah, I think we got to see the reception of it a bit too.
But it's hard to remember this show is classified as a comedy. And it's not I'm not saying it as a diss.
Yeah, it's a dramedy.
Yeah. I mean, this show has a lot of heat right now with its award season and all that stuff. So to come back as the premiere with this episode, I think, like, has a certain amount of balls, but also just, you do kind of, I feel very caught up, even though watching season 2 for me was not as long as maybe some others that are watching this live, you know.
Sure.
When you say it had balls, are you saying because like what do you mean?
I mean, I think there's a lot of things that
happening and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that when I think of The Bear come to the forefront, and it's not necessarily an episode like this. You know, putting your best foot forward. Generally, you want to do that in a premiere, you know, that type of thing. That's when you're going to have your most eyes on you, you know? And I just liked it. It was unapologetic, just in its message and what it's trying to get across. And it feels like it wasn't concerned about trying to please everybody. It was just trying to say what it was saying about Carmy in this moment.
It's just telling the story and setting the tone. Like,
I think it would
almost
be
resetting the tone, especially from the finale of last season.
I mean, it's going, I think, for a... Carmen is doing a retrospective of his life as much as we're doing a retrospective of the show to get into the next season, I think. And I think it's one of those things, too, where it might not be a thing where you're expecting a lot of new people for this season. They're expecting you should have watched what we've done.
Sure.
To make sure that you're kind of like,
Yeah.
like we're not hand feeding you all the information, but he's
yeah.
looking back and we're taking looks back, and we should know as much as he knows at this point with that. I think.
Sure. It's not a...
Which, I don't know. I like it, and I think it has a lot of, like, I think it has a lot more art to it than, I don't know, like some other shows, I guess. But, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, I'm not necessarily against what you're saying or for what you're saying. I like the episode too, though.
I do.
We did get glimpses, and especially because of the stuff we do know, like, we were seeing more around Mike and Mike's being discovered and the funeral and him supposedly not being there. Like it seems like he sat in the car rather than going inside to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mike stuff seemed to have hit you especially hard this episode, Aaron.
Oh, it just, I think the Mike, I think it has one of those things now where, like, that is something that I can relate to.
Yeah.
And depending on what they did with Marcus, I feel like that's something more that you could relate to.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, I think there's just things where it's like, depending on what they do with it, it triggers our own memories and hits with those things. And I think that's what happened with this one here was getting that phone call and missing it, or if it was like a voicemail or whatever, you know? Like, mine was through an answering machine.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, oh man, he's not getting the call. Is he going to learn through this? So, yeah. And then that's another thing too, is we had all the missed calls or whatever from last time with Marcus, and then we had him in the hospital, but we didn't really get any information about anything. But we did have Sydney like talking and saying, "Take your time," and you know, this is a tough night, and
you don't even have to respond to this.
Yeah, it feels like a lot that happened, and he seemed at a loss for words when he was just sitting there in the hospital. So.
But that new FX logo.
Straight fire.
Guys, thank you so much for watching The Bear. As we mentioned before, we do have early access available today over at blindwave.com, where you can see up to the next 4 episodes. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe here. We're going to be having more Bear and everything else that we put out every day, each week. So you just keep coming back each week. And you can also check out full length over at blindwave.com. Right over there.